Xander Hall making his way to the cage, and you will see the entourage he rolls with. This is a kid that a lot of people are talking about as an up-and-comer in the MMA world. He's got quite the striking. He's got that natural ability, and he's a kid, and I probably wouldn't call him a kid to his face, but in the world of fighting, he's pretty young, Brian.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Like, he's got a heck of a team behind him, you know what I'm saying? He's got a good squad, well-known. Leo Perucci and those boys at Forza, man, they come prepared like we've seen in the past. And I expect it to be no different tonight. This is definitely a strikers MMA fight right here. You know what I'm saying? Battle of the strikers.
This is going to be a good one. You got Laurent Smash Nelson over there. You've also got Jimmy Flick. You've got Samson Tabitide. I mean, that is a
Micah Stockton's over there.
Micah, who's been around forever.
Yeah, he was the XFN champion at one point in time. Man, so you got a laundry list of stuff. UFC vets, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean?
And he's only 1-1, but this is his first fight in Oklahoma. He's been doing some of the other circuits, which, well, you got to give it to Coach Leo. He doesn't wait. They don't wait for fights. He gets his guys out there and get some experience.
Yeah, no, they circulate, man. They make their rounds for sure.
So he's going to make his way to the cage after he gets his Vaseline there, and we're going to get underway for our second MMA fight of the night, Extreme Fight Night 392. Casey's going to give us the official introduction. Here we go.
This is mixed martial arts. 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. 3 rounds of 3 minutes apiece. Let's meet our fighters one more time. Fighting out of the regal blue corner. He fights out of Wichita, Kansas. Weighed in at 124 pounds. This is Andrew Lay. And across the cage, fighting out of the T&W Tire red corner. He fights out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, weighing in at 126 pounds. This is Xander Hall. Our referee in charge of this battle is Mr. Kevin Super Kicks Nicks. 3 rounds, 3 minutes. Tulsa, are you ready? Let's go. Here we go.
Here we go. Second MMA fight of the night. Cage doors locked. Xander Hall is in the green shorts while Andrew Lay is in the black trunks.
There's a touch of the gloves. Here we go. Hall takes the center, standing strong, man. Backing Lee up. Hall's taking control quick with the pressure.
Xander gets the touch there with his hand. Answered from Lay. They're warning about the fingers.
Good inside kick. Good overhand right by Xander.
Yeah, set that up with an uppercut, which was his first punch.
Just right off the bat, you can already see Xander's got good vision. He's seeing everything. He's taking his time. He's being patient, not really overreacting.
Good overhand right there from
trying to
Lay.
force anything. A good jab from Andrew.
He's doing that double poke.
Oh, nice overhand right.
Just 19 years old, Xander Hall is. Making his XFN debut.
Nice outside calf.
Still feeling out each other.
Xander's taking the center. He kind of owns it right now. You know what I'm saying? He's keeping Andrew off on that sponsor line. Kind of saying, this is my house. Come into it and I'm going to hit you. Lee just trying to find a way inside, trying to find something to get the show started. Go back to them kicks. There you go. That's what I'd like to see him do more. Use his strikes, throw those kicks. He's obviously likes throwing them. He needs to set him up with those punches a little more. Good low kick by Xander. Oh, nice fake high.
Good combo, they lock up.
All right, our first wrestling exchange of the night.
See, Andrew put his arm out, trying to block that knee, trying to push the hips away, get some space.
Yeah, Xander's got left side underhook here, good pressure. Squared up with a good post. Lee's looking for that pummel. Very smart, get double unders. Now he can escape. He needs to get his hip out, drop his hip and turn. Head position, beautiful transition. Great turn by Andrew there. Heavy with the underhook, go to striking. Good pressure. Great transition, great turnaround by Andrew there.
Pulls him away from the cage.
Head goes to the outside, switches to the double. Xander does a really good job of defending himself right there. Right at the perfect time. One thing to notice about Xander is he's got that kind of Sean O'Malley frame, that tall, you know, kind of long, lean, you know, swag about him.
Yeah, absolutely. Can move his feints are very convincing.
Yeah.
And the other thing about, you mentioned it, but he will sit there, and when you enter, he's definitely punishing if you try to come into his bubble.
Yeah, but he's keeping you on that sponsorship line, trying to get you to react. He's throwing you a lot of good feints, you know, in order to get you to get you to react, and then he's trying to fire off of something or defend and counter. He's doing a really good job about holding his ground, controlling the cage well, not overreacting, not forcing anything. Doing a really good job.
Well, and with the guy with only 2 fights, when you see Xander, he delivered that kick and spun around. He didn't have that training scar. He was ready. He knew that he was going to try and close that gap. Andrew didn't, but pretty good for a guy who's only got 2 fights, Brian.
Yeah, not bad at all. Both guys, for that matter.
Yeah,
well, Andrew's definitely holding his own, man. He's doing a good job. He made a few little tight errors, but I think that comes down to the God-given traits that Xander has. You know, like I said, with that height and that length.
All right, we're set for round number 2. Xander Hall's in the green trunks while Andrew Lay's in the black.
With red hair.
With red hair.
Yes, sir.
Looks good, freshly dyed. Uppercut again.
Oh, beautiful combination, left hand. Right head kick from Andrew. He loves those kicks. Xander's got good vision. Beautiful job there. Nice high kick from Xander on the return, man. That, had he caught Andrew with his hand down, would have been very devastating. Both guys looking really good in the pocket, though. Moving their head decent. Good countering. Not stalling out at all. They're doing a really good job, man. For some young guns, these guys are going to be high caliber for sure.
We've definitely seen more uppercuts from Xander Hall.
Oh, beautiful outside trip. Andrew's got that body lock. Looking for that outside trip. And at the right moment, Xander turned him. Great battle here. Oh, here come the knees to the head. Oh, he's got to be careful there.
Good changing stances. Oh, a slip. That's
beautiful scramble there. Andrew throws a head kick, falls to his butt, gets up with an underhook, turns and takes his back.
Good recovery from Xander after the slip.
Yeah, and not only that, but in that transition there, Andrew turned around and he's got that standing Kimura. The same way that James Stanley had in the last fight against Glenn.
But Xander's got his hands.
Andrew turned around and he's got that standing Kimura. The same way that James Stanley had in the last fight against Glenn.
But Xander's got his hands locked, so as long as he keeps his hands locked, right?
If Andrew would sit his weight to the elbow and kind of sit around with that arm, drop down, drop your weight and spin, like he's going to try to turn and put him in his guard, and he has a better chance of finishing this. But he has to drop his weight down to the arm and start swooping behind him. As long as Xander has him pressed here, he doesn't have anything. See, now he doesn't have a way to turn because the way he's got to turn is the cages in front of him. Xander's doing a really good job about keeping that pressure on because he's got his hands locked for that Kimura. Because if Xander unlocks his hands, Andrew's got it. There he goes. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. And he uses it to transition and switch the position. I would have finished the Kimura.
And Xander's doing the right thing, right? He's trying to hold on to his belly.
I would have
those punches.
Finished the Kimura. Knee bar, beautiful transition here by Andrew with that knee bar.
And we got to see Xander's got to push him away, right?
Straight ankle lock, good transition to the top. Andrew's taking control of the second round for sure. Beautiful job there by Andrew Lee, Xander Hall, both putting a great performance. Good job.
It was almost as if Andrew was waiting for his moment, and then he struck.
One mistake led to just a drought
Probably
of bad
taking the
battles.
round.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely could have stolen it, for sure. It could be 1-1 right now.
Well, we're going to look at the replay of the second round of the second MMA fight of the night. And there's some leg kicks. There's that one that Brian said would have done damage.
Yep.
And then here's where we saw Andrew.
Body lock, press to the cage. See, you've seen Andrew step up and take control a lot more in this round. He's staying active with the kicks. There was that time that Xander fell to his butt, got back up with the underhook, and this was the beginning of the round, or the end of the round, when he went for that Kimura and he swept him over. I would have personally kept the Kimura. I have a finish. I'm going to keep the finish, roll him over, get the finish. A lot of people want to punch people, so I understand.
You can relate to that?
Yeah.
Round number 3. Going to be the decisive round. We're going to find out. Andrew lays in the black trunks with the red hair. Xander Hall is in the green trunks.
The leg kick to start us by Xander. Great 1-2.
Andrew could have just been a slow starter, too.
Good single leg. Great dump. Outside dump by Andrew. Beautiful wrestling. One hook in. Standing back take. Got wrist control. Crossbody wrist control. Looking beautiful. Great vinyl leg. Just using his weight here. Taking his time. Oh. On the turn, Xander gets the underhook. Goes for outside trip of his own and gets it. Now Xander Hall's on top. Andrew Lee's on his back, feet against the cage.
He's got that side control. I mean, the opportunities he's got there, he's got to transition to.
Now, I would like to see him get to a position where he can find posture. He's such a tall kid. He needs to apply pressures, mount, knee on belly, one of those where he can get his head up and come down with those heavy strikes, man. I'd like to see him throw some ground and pound in the game here. That's really what sways the judges, man, when you're not just in a mixed martial arts fight doing jiu-jitsu. When you're actually fighting, throwing those hands.
He's trying to get over. He's got it. Now he looks like he might working for the back.
He's on the hip a little bit. He's on the jaw. He's got to
flatten him out.
He's not under the chin, I don't think. He's still good. Yeah, he gave him the ref the thumbs up there. But transitions to mount. Xander's in mount now, and this is the position I was talking about, where if he got posture, he could really start to rain down the damage. There it goes. He gives up the back. Better chance of getting the rear naked choke right now.
And he's got over a full minute.
But you see how he got clean cut position off of what I meant to do, get mount, posture up. When he postured up, he turned over.
There it is. He's got it under. He's fighting the hands.
See, he can still get the finish even though he's defending that arm. He needs to take his left elbow and put it over the shoulders. He's grabbing the shoulder with the left arm. Transition back to mount here. Beautiful job. Great posture.
Yeah, Andrew's not going to let him stay there that long.
Exactly what I said he needed to do.
Ooh.
Is he under the chin?
Andrew's
yeah, he's under the chin. He's just got to find his grip.
There it goes.
There it is.
It might be in there.
I know he's under the chin.
And it looks like he's squirming around.
Oh, no, he's out. Beautiful job. Back to mount, though.
Great defense from
Rain
Andrew.
in pressure. Awesome job by Xander. Turning it on. Beautiful top side transition. Mount to back. Ground and pound through the whole transition process. That's what I'm talking about. You steal it in the judge's eyes when you do those things right there. Because all Andrew could do was just really spin, you know, back to belly, back to belly.
Final 10 seconds. He heard the clap, so he's going to work.
And Xander Hall takes it.
And he knows it.
Please don't jump on.
Xander Hall finishing that third round strong. Was it enough for the judges? We're going to find out. I mean, he went for a couple attempts. When you get the back with that much time left, you've got to be efficient, right? You've got to plan. You can't just go for the submission, right? Or you're going to gas your arms out.
You got 30 seconds. Like I told you earlier, my coach always told me, you don't do nothing stupid until the last 30 seconds, because now he doesn't have a whole lot of time to recorrect fix your mistake with some bad stuff, you know. And it's a sacrifice time is what he called it. Your sacrifice time's last 30 seconds. If you go for something, it better be that time. Stay safe and stay basic until then.
Andrew did a good job. I mean, he did all the right things trying to get out of that.
Yeah, he did perfect. At some point in time when he turns over to go to his back, and he allows Xander to go to mount, he needed to shrimp there and get his guard back. Instead of letting him go from mount to back, he needed to shrimp in between there and get a guard back.
Well, to be 2 years removed from an MMA fight, at least from the records we found, looked pretty fantastic
good. Yeah,
performance.
definitely looked like. Glad to have him back. I'd like to see him continue, stay diligent, and then I'd like to see him back in here again, man.
Yeah, that was an impressive performance from him, and the young gun, Xander Hall. I mean, this is a kid we're going to see a lot from.
Yeah, no doubt about it, for sure. Leo, like I said, they always bring a squad, so he's definitely in there, man.
Yeah, he's brought some great moves tonight. Looked promising. Still got great fights going on tonight. We still got our first kickboxing match of the night is coming up next. Looks like Casey has got the judges' cards, so we're going to get the official announcement of our winner for Extreme Fight Night 392 Young Guns.
Make some noise for these fighters. Let's go. Woo. This bout goes the distance. That means it goes to the judges' table. Judge David Sutherland scores about 30-27. Hall. Judge Mike Bauer scores about 29-28. Lay. Judge Sarah Cotton scores the bout 30-26 for your winner by split decision. Out of the red corner, Xander Hall.
Good shit.
Xander Hall getting the victory tonight, the second MMA fight of the night, and we're getting set. Still got our main event. Shay Conley, Stephen Moore, that's coming up. First though, our kickboxing matches are gonna get underway. When we come back, Extreme Fight Night 392 live in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
It's important